this is the last of our onion harvest this year. I'm so excited and out of breath because I just walked up here with these two heavy baskets. But anyway, from our biggest, this is probably our biggest one, to our smallest, we made an incredible onion harvest this year, and it's really the first time I've grown anything bigger than that. Past years, I could not get anything bigger than this. So I am so excited. I'm gonna get these drying on here. If you wanna know how we did this year, stick around and we'll tell you where we bought them from, how we cared for them, if we fertilized, all that good stuff, and what we did different this year than we did previous years to actually be able to grow onions. So stick around and we'll tell you how we did our onions this year. We got our onions in the ground January the 5th, and we planted them in a bed with garlic. I had 3 different beds with the onions in them, and they shared these beds with garlic. The variety that we planted was Texas Super Sweet, and those are a short day onion, which is recommended for our area, so that's what we planted. The plants were really small when we first planted them, and my chickens got out and dug up one of the beds so many times. I was very frustrated with that and really had very little hope that those onions would do well, but they did. I just kept replanting them and it did not seem to bother them at all. Right before planting, we did add a little bit of dirt from our chicken coop, but other than that, we didn't fertilize. I came in a couple times while the onions were growing and pulled dirt from around the bulbs because I saw where that could be beneficial for the onions to get that dirt from around them. I watered them a lot in the beginning, all through, and then we had a really rainy season, right maybe the last month that the onions were in the ground, so much so that it kept me from pulling them up because I was trying to wait for it to be dry for about a week before I pulled them up. This was the first time that I had successfully grown any onions that were even close to being comparable to a store-bought onion. So when it came to harvesting, I was a little confused on when to do that. I may have waited a little bit too long. This is the last bed I'm doing right here, and I'm just pulling the onions up, and it's going to be a sunny day, so I'm going to leave them in the sun to let them dry a little bit to get some of that dirt off, and then in the evening or afternoon I come back and get them up and get them on the porch where I'm curing them. We bought our onions from Dixondale Farms. We got the Texas Super Sweet onion, and that is a short day onion. That's what's recommended for our area, so that's what we got. And that, in my opinion, is what made the difference, buying the onion plants instead of getting onion sets, which we had always gotten in the past from Lowe's or our local feed and seed. And this year didn't make me an expert on growing onions, but it sure did help my confidence, and I believe going forward we'll do pretty good with onions now. I'm really excited about what I harvested today. Now we're just going to take them to the porch and add them to the ones we already have curing on the little stand on our front porch. So this is something that Danny built for me over the weekend. He expanded it a little bit because I'd already filled it up with the onions that I had pulled up until today. So he expanded a little bit, but he did not expand it enough for all of them to fit. Because I still have this many left. But what I think I'm going to do is just lay them under here. And we'll decide what we're going to do. Ow. Trying to move something. And we'll decide what we're going to do with them, if we think that'll work or whatever. It's a frog or a tree frog or something. Anyway. So that's what I think I'm going to do with the rest of these, is just put them under this table, and then we'll decide. And the table is just something he built out of boards that he had around the house. He got these off of big pallets, so it didn't cost us anything. And then these wire racks were some racks he got for free as well. So this, besides some screws and some time, didn't cost us anything to make, and it seems to be working really well. So that's our little onion drying station this year. And I did forget to mention that we have a ceiling fan over where the onions are drying. I think that's working out really nicely for us. That's it for us today. We'll see y'all next time.